Pretty exciting time. We have the mushroom mail that just came in. We got a nice block of wine cap sawdust spawn from Northsport. In my opinion, these are the easiest mushrooms to grow, especially if you're going to grow them outside. They're very forgiving and they will give you a lot of mushrooms. But when it comes to growing them inside, not a lot of people have had success. But last year we grew these inside and we did pretty good. So we're going to do another wine cap indoor mushroom grow. So I got this big old clear plastic tub here with no drain holes on the bottom. We don't need them. And I want to do 3/4 of this tub the old way so we can grow some more mushrooms. And 1/4 of this tub, I want to try something a little different. I want to try making growing these even easier. Now, most of the mushroom videos you're going to find on YouTube are going to stress sterilization. I'm lazy. That's too much work. And the good news is, wine caps don't care. I think that the wine caps actually enjoy competition from mold or other fungi. And we're going to see that here. We have some filthy, free materials we're going to use to create substrate to grow these wine caps. So let's jump into growing these mushrooms. In this orange bucket, I have what I believe is the most important ingredient to grow wine caps indoors. This is just soil I dug out from my backyard in the trees. It's got sticks in it, it's got rhizomes, rocks, probably some bugs. There's a worm right there, and lots of microbes. So I'm going to start out just like last time. I'm going to put a 2-inch base layer inside this tub. And here's where I cracked open my bag of spawn. I'm breaking pieces off, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on the surface. It doesn't have to be even. We're just putting a little bit down right now. Now let's go ahead. I have some rainwater in this bottle. I'm just going to give her a nice misting. Get it nice and moist. Not too wet. Just a decent squirt. For my next ingredient, I was outside and I stumbled across some disgusting moldy hay just laying on the ground. So I scooped it up, put it in this bucket, brought it inside to feed the mushrooms. A little bit of mold, wine caps don't care. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take some of this, and we're just going to sprinkle it on the top. But not the whole top, because I said I'm going to try something a little different this time. So I'm going to make a line across here. This is my boundary. I'm going to do all the conventional stuff on this side. This is where I'm going to try something new and see what happens. So let's go ahead, grab some of this moldy, disgusting hay. We're going to sprinkle her all over the top there. This is really good mushroom food. I found that the wine caps really eat through this stuff. Got that hay there. I'm going to give it a little squirt. There's a lot of squirting that goes on growing mushrooms. Grab some more spawn here and just sprinkle her across the top. Then I'll grab a little more of this moldy hay, throw it on there, making a mycelium sandwich and a squirt. Some more spawn. Think of growing mushrooms as making a filthy lasagna. Alright, now check out what we got here. We have some disgusting, dirty wood chips. These are pretty old. They're almost a year old. There's already a lot of fungi going through them. And there's some pine mixed in here. You can't grow mushrooms on pine, right? Wrong. Wine caps don't care. Other fungi, they don't care. So let's go ahead. We'll take this. We're just going to do the same thing we did with the disgusting hay. We're just going to sprinkle it on the top here. Just get a nice coating going on here. Then we're going to reach in. Grab some of our spawn, sprinkle it on top. A little bit more. Just doing layers here, making dirty lasagna. How about a little bit more moldy hay on top as well? It's got some leaves mixed in. That's all good too. So I've gone through, I've done all my layers. If you want to see a better example on how to do this, go to my previous video of where I grew these. I will link that in the description. We're going to finish this off by putting some soil on top here, just a thin layer. Now we're going to finish her off by just taking some of these leaves and putting them over the top. Another thin layer helps keep a lot of the moisture in and the light out. That side's all set. Here's where I'm trying something a little different. This side I want to try using only soil and cardboard. So we got a little spawn down there. So let's take this shredded cardboard with some paper mixed in there. We're going to get a decent layer going. And we're going to work it the same way. Just mixing spawn in between layers of this moist cardboard. Now I'm doing several layers here since we're just using the cardboard. I don't think there's really any decent nutrition in here. Don't know if that even matters. I'm going to gently pat this down, making sure that these mushrooms have lots of contact. And instead of the leaves, we'll use the rest of this shredded cardboard here just to make a thin layer. I've got my tub in its final resting place, so I'm going to go ahead and take this lid. I'm not going to completely put it on. I'm going to leave a little bit of air gappage in there. And if your lid's junk, it's going to crack like this and give you some nice airflow. I'm just going to put this cardboard on top to keep the light out. Throw some junk on the sides to block the light. This will work out a lot easier if you just put it somewhere dark, but I like it by this back basement wall because it's relatively cool. Our temps are between like 60 and 65 here, which is perfect for this mycelium to run. And that is it for now. We're going to leave this here. I like this clear tub because I can look through the side and I can see how the mycelium's doing. You're going to be able to see them spreading throughout this substrate. And we don't do anything until we notice pinning. Once we get the pinning, we're going to put them under a little bit of low light, move the leaves out of the way, and let the mushrooms flush. When that time comes, we will do another video. Until then, make sure you subscribe so you can see that in the near future. Like the video, and thanks for watching.